All right, great Tuesday morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Cesar Mascolo Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, in with our 15 minutes to mastery that we do each and every day to get your day started off on the right foot, bringing you some information, inspiration, and motivation to make sure that you are operating on all cylinders, that you've got your mindset right, and that you are ready to attack the day, because that is what we have to do each and every day, because that's what you decided to do for a living, was sell some manufactured homes. Am I right or am I right? Hey, check it out. So this week we've been talking about consistency, how to build consistency. And yesterday we talked about having that abundance mindset. You have to understand that there's more than enough business out there for you to have, and for everyone else across the board, whether it's in your location or in your market. There's more than enough business for everybody out there, as long as you maintain the right type of mindset. And that's why most people, most sales consultants slow down, take their foot off the gas. That's why most professionals in any business, all right, we talk about manufactured home sales here, but I'm telling you, what we're getting into here recently has to do with anyone across the board. It doesn't matter what it is that you do. You don't put in all the effort because you think that there's not enough business, or everyone else is trying to get it, and when they're really not. So if you work from a point of abundance, you're always going to maintain yourself busy and working on the things that need to be done. Now, today we want to talk about another way to be highly effective and consistent is by using a daily routine. And today's quote comes from John C. Maxwell, which says, "The secret to your success is found in your daily routine." The secret to your success is found in your daily routine. If you find yourself struggling, if you find yourself not being as effective as you'd like, if you find yourself going from one thing to another and not really making progress on any of them, it's because you lack a daily routine. It's because you try and wing it most of the time, and you're not structured. And I get it. Most people don't want to be structured because it's boring. Most people don't want to be structured because it actually takes discipline to get structured. But I'm here to tell you, when you don't do that, when you don't establish a daily routine for yourself, you're always going to be jumping from project to project. You're going to be jumping from job to job. You're going to be jumping from being consistent and having success to struggling and not. So when you think about it, housing consultants, community managers, you guys have a lot of tasks that have to be done. I completely understand. I've been in your shoes. I've done what you've done. But I'm also here to tell you that there's a way to prioritize these things. There's a way to make it happen and be able to accomplish everything that you'd like to get accomplished and should be getting accomplished, as long as you have a daily routine and you're disciplined enough to stick to it. Now, does it always work out as perfectly as you'd want? No, I know that. I completely understand that you're going to have those unexpected customers. You're going to have that one client who comes in to ask some questions about their deal, and you didn't even know they were coming in, and they're going to take up your time. And that's why it's even more important that you have a daily routine, that you have a structured schedule, because when you do get knocked off track, you're able to jump right back into it once you're done handling that unexpected visit, that unexpected appointment, that walk-in, that phone call that you needed to take that you weren't even expecting to have to take. Without a daily routine, you're reacting to everything. You need to be in control. You need to be directing things. As a matter of fact, this morning I had a conversation with a couple of folks on just that. We need to be directing the business and moving forward. Because if you're reacting to everything, you're always on the defensive, and you're always moving backwards, and you're losing ground on what you've already accomplished or what you're trying to accomplish. But why is it that a structured routine actually matters for a housing consultant? Well, here's the reason why. Sometimes you want to let yourself get so distracted by all the things that you want to put off the hard stuff, or you don't want to focus in too much on the things that move the needle. When I say move the needle, I'm talking about the things that move the needle financially. Too many people out there in business, whether they're housing consultants in manufactured home world, or they're business owners, or whatever it is they do, they go to the things that they enjoy doing, But I'm here to tell you, most of those things that you enjoy doing are not the things that actually get you paid. It's just a matter of fact. The things that actually get you paid are the boring things. Those are the things, those are the uncomfortable things. It's actually reaching out to new clients. It's actually doing the marketing. It's actually setting appointments and meeting with people to be able to offer your services, whether it's homes or cars or phones or whatever it may be. You know, if you're not consistently marketing, if you're not consistently making the phone calls, how do you expect to make money? Right? So most people don't prioritize the money making aspect of a business. They just want to do the work that they enjoy doing. And if that were the case, everybody would be multimillionaires. But the fact of the matter is, if you decide to be in business, if you decide to be in sales especially, you need to be prioritizing the money making, needle moving tasks. And that's why you need that daily structured routine when it comes to how you do that. Because when you have a structured routine, first you're going to prioritize those high impact tasks. Okay. Your marketing, your phone calls and appointments. Marketing, phone calls, appointments. That's what makes you your money. That is what gets you paid. Because without marketing, you can't find the families that need a housing solution. Without calling, you're not going to reach those people and you're not going to be able to set the appointments. And without appointments, you're not going to help families in their purchase of a home. And thus, that means you're not selling. And I think everybody got into this business saying that they were going to sell. Remember, it's a sales environment. That's what you do. You sell homes. You solve problems to sell homes. You solve the problem and you get the home sold. But without doing these things, you're not going to get it done. So first of all, like I said, a structured routine helps you prioritize those high impact tasks. Next, you're going to build that consistency and that reliability. If you know what you're supposed to be doing each and every day and you stick to it, now you're more consistent, you're more reliable, and you're more reliable to yourself. When you know that you don't stick to a routine, when you know that you give yourself the pass on everything, you let everything fall by the wayside. You're letting yourself down first and foremost. And then you're letting everybody else down along the way. So you build that consistency, you build that reliability. You also reduce decision fatigue. When you plan your days out, you're not having to wonder, what do I have to get done? And then you forget about this, you forget about that. I mean, that happens. It's natural. We're human beings. We're going to make mistakes. But when you can avoid decisions, when you just have everything planned out and you're going from one thing to the next, it just makes it go by a whole lot faster. And second, you get a lot more accomplished. It also reduces that unproductive downtime because of it. So you're able to get more things done. And with that, when you get more things done, you get a boost of confidence, you feel better, and thus you're increasing your discipline and your own your own self accountability. When you know that you don't have to be pressed by anybody, you feel a whole lot better. I always would tell my housing consultants, and I even did this myself back before when I was working at another retail center before I went over to Titan. I always tried to stay 2 steps ahead of my boss. I always wanted to be 2 steps ahead so that I did not get the butt chewings. I didn't get all those questions, and I had the information at hand and I was ahead of them. And so when you have that discipline, that accountability, you get to get more things done and you're that much more productive. That's what separates the high performers from just everybody else. Those high performers, they make those follow-up, the marketing and the follow-up, it's a non-negotiable. It is going to get done no matter what. They're going to get the marketing done early in the morning and they're going to attack their follow-up and they're going to attack new calls, new leads. That is non-negotiable. That is it. But they block their time. They know exactly what they're going to do. They prepare themselves for the day. And as the day is going on, they're evaluating everything, right? But they also set goals for actual time to prepare. They actually set time to prepare and train and continue to get better. That's what a high performer does in whatever line of work. Again, we talk about manufactured home sales because that's who we are. But whatever line of work you're in, whatever it is that you're doing, if you come across this feed here and you see this video, and whatever it is that you do, you need to have a daily routine. You need to prepare and understand what are your non-negotiables. What are the things that must get done for me to move the needle forward? In other words, what are the things that must get done to make the money? You can't live in this world without money. You just can't. Okay. Let's get that handled and out of the way right now. And then lastly, you set that time to be able to analyze what is working, what isn't working, so that you can continue to improve. That's what high performers do when it comes to having a consistent daily routine. And I get it all the time from housing consultants. You've heard me speaking about this recently. And I mention this all the time, but we get walk-ins and walk-ins take up our time and it throws us off. I get it. But you know what? Good. Deal with it. Get over it. Stop complaining about what you have no control over. Accept the fact it's a good thing you have a potential customer in front of you that you did not plan. So go all out, try and get that deal done, and then move back into what you had scheduled out for that day. Stop whining, stop complaining, just get it done. The sooner you get in that frame of mind and the sooner you acclimate to that, the more success you're going to have, the better off you're going to be, and the more your family is going to reap the benefits of what you're doing in the first place. So don't tell me it can't be done, because I've done it myself. I've been doing it here recently over the last few weeks with our client I've been talking about over at Mobile Home Masters in establishing this new way of doing and routine for the general manager there. And we're getting a lot more productive. The team there's being a lot more successful. Everything is flowing a little bit better. It's not perfect. We're continuing to work on it, but it all starts with structure. It all starts with processes. It all starts with acclimating ourselves and accepting and being disciplined to a daily routine. Do we miss some things? Yes. But do we give ourselves the pass for it? No. You got to get it done. And the sooner we do that, man, you enjoy life better. Your business is better. You enjoy your business even more because you know that you're being more and more productive. And that's how we challenge the status quo when it comes to this. Avoiding being busy. You don't get a trophy for being busy. This trophy is not for who's the busiest. This trophy is for who's getting the most done. So don't pat yourself on the back because, I'm busy. I'm busy all the time. We've had that conversation in my family. I've seen plenty of podcasts, all this. It's not about being busy. It's about being effective, right? So don't look at being busy. There's no glory in being busy. The glory, the success, the accolades, everything comes from being productive. Be productive. Get things done. Move the needle forward. Continue to progress. Continue to grow. Continue to improve. And help as many families as possible. That, my friends, impresses people. That moves the needle for you on a personal level and financial level. So continue to do that. So the top 5 ways that we can get that done. First and foremost, here's what you need to do. You want to use a time blocking system. All right. Use a time blocking system to be able to then at that point set those clear daily goals. Based on your time blocks, this is what I need to get done today. And you have those time blocks to get that done because now you're more focused because you know that you only have, when we don't focus in on saying, I've got X amount of time to get these things done. In other words, maybe it's working on current pipeline, right? Pushing deals forward. When you give yourself only so much time, now you're not saying, well, I'll move it on to later or I'll put more time into it later. No, I've only got an hour and a half every day to be able to work on push my pipeline. I'm going to focus in 100% and knock as much out in that hour and a half, however much time you're doing. So you've got to time block and then set those daily goals. And when you do that, you set the goals based on what moves the money needle forward. Prioritize tasks that moves the money needle. Housing consultants, what moves the needle? Marketing, phone calls, appointments. Those are the 3 high priority tasks so that you should be You should be just all about getting done as soon as possible. You should be all over it. There you go, Derek Susley. No whining, man. Focus on the 80. I love it. I love it. Focus on the 80-20. So that's exactly right. Right. 80% of the people that we talk to, that you speak to, that you see in front of you are not going to buy. It's 20% that pays you. So keep sorting through those and find those. All right. Well, everybody's watching the World Series here lately. I'm glad you brought that up, Derek. Everybody's watching, or a lot of people watching the World Series. Think about baseball players, man. They get paid multi-million-dollar contracts, and they average 250, 280% batting average. That means 7 to 8 times out of the 10 times they get up to the plate, they don't get on base. They strike out. They are out 8 to 7 times out of 10. It's the same thing with you, but those 2 to 3 every time pay you the big money. But you have to be disciplined to this. You have to prioritize those tasks. Marketing, phone calls, and appointments. You can't get away from it. If you try to run from that, you're going to struggle. And then your family's going to struggle. So it's your own fault for doing that. All right. Next, you want to track your progress consistently. You want to make sure that you're getting those things done that need to get done. Look at what happened, what worked out, what didn't work out. Hey, I didn't, man, this way of arranging the day is not working out for whatever reason. Let me tweak it a little bit until you find that right just pace for yourself. All right. But don't make it a slow pace. You got to keep moving. Urgency, consistency, discipline. And with that, you limit your non-essential tasks. Once you start working in this manner, you're going to see that there's things that you just can't invest, you can't invest your time into. Not that you don't enjoy doing those things, not that you don't want to do those things, but that one thing may take up more of your time than if you would have applied yourself in your business, in your calls, in your marketing. That's one of the, I enjoy working with my hands, whether it's mechanically. I've always enjoyed working on my vehicles in the past. I used to do construction, right? I used to build homes. I enjoy doing those things. I enjoy doing work. I mean, our son just did a film not too long ago. We built a couple of things. I enjoy that stuff. But I don't have the time to, if I can get somebody to come in and do the work on my house, if I can get somebody to do the work on my vehicle, I need to do that because my time is better suited right here in the business, getting things done. So you need to eliminate those non-essential tasks, especially while you're on the come up, while you're getting things built up, while you're building up that momentum. If you can do those things and acclimate yourself to a high return daily routine, you will build more consistency, you will be more effective, and things will flow a lot better for you. I promise you. At first, when I start talking to folks about these things, on our clients, and we start getting into these types of conversations, at first they look at it as, man, this guy he's out of control. How are we even supposed to get these things done? But the quicker you can truly understand that by operating in this manner, you actually get more done with less effort, I promise you'll see the difference. And I'm here to tell you, look, I will tell you right now, I struggled just as much as you. I didn't get this down probably until about 5 years ago. And I'm about to be 52. I don't want you being in your late 40s and 50s figuring this thing out. So I'm bringing it to you and telling you right now, whether you're 7 or 11 years old, like my youngest 18-year-old over here, or your 20s and 30s, man, I'm trying to save you decades of time. And right now you may be watching this and thinking, but that's not fun. Life will be a lot more fun 10, 20 years from now when you've kicked ass for these next 10 to 20 years at an early age, and it just became who you are. and you will enjoy life so much better at a higher level and just being a lot more effective in all facets of your life if you apply it now. And excuse me, we want to see you succeed. I want to see you succeed. I want to see all of you operating at a high level. We need that. I need to see you doing that. You inspire me when you do those things. And that's what I'm here to tell you. You may not realize it, but when you operate at that high level, when I see you, when I see somebody like you, whoever it is right now that's watching or listening in on this, when I see you operate at a high level, you inspire me to do even more. And that's what the world needs more of. The world needs more people inspiring each other, inspiring others. And it takes leadership. It's like I tell my kids all the time, be a leader, not a follower, because the world needs it. I need you. We all need you. It's a big responsibility, but it's one that will make huge, huge impacts on so many people. So I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. Get on out there, make the great things happen, and start applying yourself to a daily routine. And if you're interested in finding out, hey, what's the best way that I can do that? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks from now, actually, we're having our 2025 Path to Mastery event. This is a 2-day event from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we're having it's 2 days chock full of just personal development, professional development. We've got speakers coming in to speak to you on different topics, industry experts, industry leaders, Doug Tolene with Champion Homes. We've got David Finney with Build Media. I've got Tom Dunn from the Arizona Manufactured Home Industry. We've got Sergio Rios with Go Financial Home Loans. I've got Edward Leos, John Maxwell Leadership Coach, all coming in to speak to you on different topics from time management. We're going to dive deep into this time management because it's so crucial. This is going to be something that 2025 for me is going to be the year that I'm going to be pounding time management across the board, across the country, to everyone within the industry, because it's needed. You'll operate at a higher level and you'll be a lot more effective. But we're going to be getting into time management. We're going to be getting into leadership skills for all of you out there. I keep saying it all the time. You don't have to have the title to be a leader. You can't get the title of leadership without being a leader first. You have to put in the work of a leader to get the title of a leader. But we're going to explain to you what that looks like, how you can operate as a leader within the industry without the title, so that you can rise up, step up, and pick up your career. We're also going to get into professional development, how to accomplish that. What are the things you should be doing? How can you do it? How can you make it a part of your life? And then lastly, on Tuesday, the second day, the second part of the evening is going to be all about setting goals for 2025, specific to the manufactured home industry, how you can reach those goals. We're going to put action plans together. And the great thing about this is this: there's two great things that are going on right here that I want you guys to understand with this program that we're putting on. Okay. One is this: 75% of the entry, your registration fee, is going to the American Red Cross. It's going to the American Red Cross. We're donating 75% of that to the Hurricane Helene and Milton Relief Fund that we have set up. Okay. And I'll share the information here with you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. But we're donating it to our Manufacture to Win fundraiser with the American Red Cross. 75% is going to that. The other 25% we're using to sponsor our industry brothers and sisters in those affected areas so that they can be a part of the event for free. All right. So really 100% of the proceeds is going to that area to help them, because we want to do our part to be able to do that. And at the same time, we're going to help lift you up. So that's that's first, right? You're going to get that. Second, on top of that, what we're offering, what you're going to have with this is you're going to be, this group that participates in this event is going to have their own call with us monthly for all of 2025, where we're going to keep track of where you're at with your goals. So you're actually going to be working with us, our team at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, for the next year. You get all of that for a small minimal fee, which all of it is going to charity. All of that is going to help people affected. So you're not doing it for us. You're doing it for you, and you're doing it for them. So I hope that you will be a part of this. Go online right now, manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com. Go get registered. Man, invest in yourself, and really all you're doing is you're helping people in an area that is hugely in need right now. All right. Invest a couple $100 in yourself, and I promise you those $100, as long as you put in the work with it, is going to change your life. It's going to make a huge impact if you're in the manufactured home sales industry, because we are going to be committed to you. Are you going to be committed to you? That's the question. Go be a part of it. Go get signed up right now for the 2025 Path to Mastery event and be a part of it with us. We want to see you there. If you've got any questions, reach out to me on any of these social media platforms, and we'll get you hooked up with that as well, man. We're always doing things to be able to give back. We're doing things for you for free. We're not charging for a lot of stuff. We give a lot of free content, a lot of free classes, a lot of free everything. And every once in a while, we ask you for something. And right now, I'm asking you to open up your mind, open up your wallet, and open up your heart. Open up your mind to getting better. Open up your wallet to register for this event so that you can open up your heart to help those people out there that have been affected by Hurricanes Helene and Milton. All right? It's a couple $100, man. You spend that on a day. Now invest it in yourself, and it's going to improve and have a huge impact on your career. Manufactured Home Sales Mastery 2025 Path to Mastery event. Go right now, manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com, and get signed up today. And share this with everybody. Share the link to the event as well, so that we can get as many people signed up for that. We're limited on the amount of seats, but we want to get as many of those seats filled so that we could give all that money to those folks out there. All right. We appreciate your time. Have a great Tuesday. Go on out there, make great things happen today. And we'll be talking again tomorrow. We'll continue on the theme of consistency tomorrow. We'll be consistent with our consistency. Wednesday, I'll see you in here. You guys have a great day. And as always, I can't wait to meet you.